3. Scanning networks. Network scanning techniques. Network scanning is the process of gathering information about a network and its devices in order to identify potential vulnerabilities or weaknesses. Here are some common network scanning techniques. 1. Ping sweeps. Ping sweeps involve sending a series of ICMP echo requests to a range of IP addresses to identify which devices are active on the network. This technique is used to quickly identify the IP addresses that are in use by devices. 2. Port scanning. Port scanning involves scanning a range of ports on a network device to determine which ones are open and which ones are closed. This technique can help identify which services are running on the device and whether they are vulnerable to attacks. 3. OS fingerprinting. OS fingerprinting is the process of identifying the operating system that is running on a device by analyzing its network behavior, such as the way it responds to certain packets. This information can be used to identify potential vulnerabilities specific to that operating system. It's important to note that network scanning should only be used for ethical and legal purposes, such as penetration testing and security assessments. Using these techniques for illegal or malicious purposes is illegal and unethical. Port scanning. Port scanning is a network scanning technique used to discover open ports and services running on a network device. A port is a communication endpoint on a device that listens for incoming traffic from other devices. Ports are identified by unique numbers ranging from 0 to 65535. 1. TCP Connect Scan. This involves initiating a full TCP connection with the target device to determine if a specific port is open or closed. A successful connection means the port is open, while a failed connection indicates the port is closed. 2. SYN Scan. This involves sending a SYN packet to the target device's ports to determine which ones are open. If the target device responds with a SYN-ACK packet, it means the port is open, and if it responds with a RST packet, it means the port is closed. Port scanning can be used for both ethical and malicious purposes. Ethical hackers and security professionals use port scanning as part of their testing and assessment process to identify potential vulnerabilities and improve security. However, attackers can use the same techniques to identify open ports and services that can be exploited for malicious purposes. It's important to use port scanning only for ethical and legal purposes and to obtain proper authorization before scanning any network or device. Vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability scanning is a technique used to identify potential vulnerabilities in a network, system, or application. Vulnerability scanners automate the process of scanning and analyzing network devices to detect known vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, and security weaknesses. The vulnerability scanning process typically involves the following steps. 1. Identify the assets to be scanned. This includes identifying the systems, applications, and devices that will be scanned for vulnerabilities. 2. Configure the scanner. The scanner needs to be configured to scan the assets and the network in a way that is safe and efficient. 3. Run the scan. Once the scanner is configured, the scan is initiated. The scanner will analyze the network traffic and identify any vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, or security weaknesses. Vulnerability scanning is a crucial part of a comprehensive security program. However, certain vulnerabilities or produce false positives, so it is important to have skilled security professionals review and analyze the results. Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.